sorry. I pressed something on my other phone and it started playing. Oops. Anyway, hello and welcome. So, look what I've got on my desk. Can you spot two new colours? I know some of you would have seen these colours already, so I'm not going to go doing a massive kind of unboxing because I didn't actually order loads with this first order, but I did get this stamp set, and I also got, this is the new green, Evening Evergreen, and I got the new ink pads, so looking forward to playing with those tonight. Just going to show you the other colours, just to prove that I did order them. We've got Fresh Freesia, Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent. So I do have them in my possession. I also ordered all the cardstocks apart from Soft Succulent, which I've got to do a bit of a swapsy thing with Wendy. And then I thought I'd ordered the ribbons. So Wendy, you watching? I'm so sorry. I thought I'd ordered the ribbons. So guess who's going to have to put another order in? Oops. Hi Dorothy from Pennsylvania. So great to see you. Thank you for joining us. Do say hi and what you like to make and create and get to know us all a bit. Hi Cynthia, lovely to see you too. Okay, I'm just going to find my channel so I can see what I'm doing. I might just close a door as well. Sorry, I left a door open so you can hear my kids. There we go. You don't want to listen to what they're listening to. Right, before I go any further, I also want to show you something I did order. Look at this. This is like some new... Well, it's basically like the glimmer paper. I don't know if you can see how gorgeous it is because the light's bouncing off it, so it's probably not picking it up that well. But what I love about it is that it's ombre. So we've got almost like a poppy parade colour here going into like a pale pink. And then we've got Mango Melody going into this paler colour. And then the blue... the fade on that is perhaps not so good, so I'm wondering if this was a bit of a dud one. And then, so I'll be interested, if I order another pack of that, I'll be interested to see, because that one seems to have a bit of a stripe through it. So I'll be interested to know if anyone else has ordered this, if their blue's not quite as good as mine. To be honest, I'm not complaining. I will use it. It's so gorgeous. And then this is, I think, sort of Highland Heather sort of colour. Anyway, it fades off. Gorgeous. Now, I will be honest with you. Stampin' Up have made a boo-boo with my order. But I want to highlight this because, you know, there are real people at the picking line, as it were, down at Stampin' Up. And sometimes they make boo-boos. Sometimes they misread a code. So I've, by accident, have been sent the postage stamp punch instead of the tree dies that go with this. Not a problem. I've been busy today, so I've not got round to doing it. But I will email Stampin' Up, tell them the problem, and they will fix it. Okay? So if that ever happens to you, where you go, oh no, I think they've made a boo-boo, contact them. And, oh, I'm a bit foggy, am I? Contact them. And they will sort it, okay? There we go. Is that a bit better? Oh, yes, that is better. Yeah. Your blue is less ombre too. Okay, so maybe it's a slight hiccup then. But I'm the sort of person that's quite laid back. And if a product, okay, it might not be perfect sometimes. It's probably worth telling Stampin' Up. I will tell Stampin' Up that there's an issue. But I sometimes don't like to rock the boat too much because I think I'm going to use it anyway. But of course, if you're a customer, it's absolutely in your rights to, if something's not up to scratch, to contact Stampin' Up. Also, you do have a 14-day cooling off period. We certainly do in the UK and in Europe. So once you get the goods in your hands, if you decide, not quite what I was thinking, obviously, as long as you don't open up the package, like I've done here, and wreck the packaging, you are within your rights to return it and get your money back. So there we go. Anyway, I've also got here the new linen paper, which is actually linen. Can I just say that? Look, it's actually fabric. So I'm quite excited about this, and it's adhesive. So I was thinking of maybe cutting out some trees with this, but I think what I may do, look at that, it's adhesive. Ah! So I might cut out a little piece and see how to stamp on it, because I'd be interested to see how much bleeding there is, and also what it's like with a bit of a watercolour wash on it. So I'll have a play and figure that one out for you. And I think we're going to just play with this gorgeous two new colours to me, Soft Succulent and Evening Evergreen. Maybe play with it with something else and see what happens. And also see how Evening Evergreen stands up against our existing colours. So I pulled out Mossy Meadow. So this is Mossy Meadow here, and you can see this is definitely a greeny green, a yellow green, and this is a bluey green. Now I'll be interested to see what that looks like against Pretty Peacock, actually, because Pretty Peacock I thought was a bluey green, but I think it's an even more bluey green than... Oh, has everyone else got sound? Can someone say to Deborah to either turn her volume up or go out and come back in again? Okay, so that's Pretty Peacock, and that's Evening Evergreen. So, how thick or thin is the fabricy paper? It's quite thin, actually, Martina. Yeah, it's quite... Well, I mean, it's got the backing on it at the moment, so it's okay to sort of, you know, cut, I presume. I was going to put it through the... through a die, you know, cut it with a die or something to see what happens. And, but yeah, once it's... You can... Actually, you can even see the light. Can you see the light through that? You see my hand... You can see my hand through it, so it's actually quite thin, very delicate, very nice. Okay, thank you guys for telling Deborah that. Thank you. It's nice to see Deborah, actually. I haven't seen her for a little while. Okay, I thought you would order the flowers. I have ordered flowers. Yes, I have. I'll quickly show you what else I ordered. And now I'm just thinking I need to order more. I ordered the Quiet Meadow and those lovely dies, but Wendy played with these the other day, so I don't feel like I need to, although I might break out the spottage in this one. You know, just checking. And I did order the flower punch as well. Oh, and I did order, which I do want to use tonight, this gorgeous ribbon. It's so luxurious and gorgeous, and I want to do some sort of masculine-ish, you know, like bow with this. Keep it very classy, you know, like a real classy kind of like flat bow, like that. I'm thinking that would look beautiful. Well, look very elegant, not beautiful. Right, Deborah, can you hear me now? Right, now also I want to see how this cuts. Whether I can cut it on my trimmer. Hi Georgie. Hi Claire. Hi Cindy. Hi Karen. Hi Lorraine. Cheryl. Okay, I'm just going to cut a wee piece of this. 7 centimetres, or just seeing if it can be cut. Oh, it made a funny noise. Oh, but it cut. Okay. Now, obviously, I am cutting through fabric, so it's not your box standard paper here. But no, that is cutting. That is cutting. It's the new linen paper in the catalogue, Lorraine. Okay. Right, I'm thinking I may want to use my Stamparatus here just to make sure that the colour soaks in well. But I'm also wondering whether or not I can get away with colouring this in first. So, because it's dry so quickly, what about Stampin' Blends, eh? Oh, yes, I never that before. Oh, okay, let's have a think. So I've got, what's this? Oh, excuse me, switch my notifications off. There we go. What have I got? Light Old Olive, Light Mossy Meadow, and I've got some Pool Party here. Right, guys, shall we try this? Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Janice. If that paper is similar to the paper I have, then stamping sentiments on it is not ideal. No, I would agree. Sentiments is probably not a good idea. Okay, I've got a feeling this Pool Party is on its way out. Might just see if I've got some more. Oh, where's my other stash? Sorry, I'm just trying to find my other stash of blends to see if I've got another Pool Party. Oh, I don't. I've got the Balmy Blue. Okay. Oh, I've got a Seaside Spray, which is on its way out, actually. So this is a good reminder to you guys to... Oh, it takes up a bit of the ink. But it's happening. Oh, sorry to hear that, Janice. Well, the funny thing was, the order that I did before my pre-order, like half an hour before, was shipped before this one and has not arrived yet, and it was stuck at is it Stamford de Haute? Oh, I can't remember what it's called. So I don't know what's going on. And also, I was meant to get more catalogues than what I received today, but that could have been partly to do with my fault. I put the wrong postcode. So, yeah, I was expecting an order, just a normal order, but that didn't arrive today. Is that too... Can you guys see that? It's very bright, isn't it? Hopefully once I've got this other Stamford No Hope, I know. Wrong side. Oh, that congratulations, your daughter. She got a first. That's wonderful. Hard-working girl. So using the alcohol pen is very interesting because you are able to get a little bit of that blending in there. It does kind of work. I just want that darker line at the top. Then I'm wondering whether to... I don't know if it can cope with little lines, but just putting a few little bits of grass, little tufts of grass there. Okay, that seems to have taken okay. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, I can fray this. Can you believe I get excited about? I get excited about destroying fabric. Okay, it's a little bit sticky, so you probably don't want to fray it too much. And also, it's perhaps not as square as I thought it was. So, yeah, don't do that too often. Okay. Oh, but I do like it. I like it when it frays. Hi, Juanita. Who else is there? Hello, Martina. Lovely to see you. Miss Georgie. Who else have I missed? Linda Yamakoto, first in class. Christine Morgan, Janine, Mindy, Jackie, Wendy, Claire, Joanna, Miss Sheila B. You know what? It wouldn't be an event without Miss Sheila. Hi Debbie. Hi Michaela. Lovely to see you. Hi April. Lots of you. Okay, I'm going to get my Stamparatus because I just want to have, you know when you just want to have that second chance? And that's what the Stamparatus is great for. It's great for second chances. Don't we all need a second chance? You know? We all get things wrong. Okay, so I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to stick my magnet there. Very excited about this. Very excited. Now, I know generally tree trunks are not green, but because I want to use a new colour, I'm going to do this. Now, I need to talk to you about the insides of our stamp sets. Stampin' Up asked us demonstrators what we thought. Well, some of us, I think. And we said we quite liked having it printed on the inside. So it means that you can actually either just keep your plastic bit in there like that, or you can actually take these off and stick them inside your case. It's up to you. Okay, so you do whatever, you know, suits you. So there we go. Right, let's get this tree trunk. Oh no, wrong way round. Oh, for goodness sake, Ruth. How long have you been stamping for? Okay, so that's the great thing about the Stamparatus. You can get it positioned exactly where you want it, and you can lift it up. Now, I've just remembered this is a photopolymer one, so I'm going to need my special little extra mat to go in here with some grid paper, otherwise I'm not going to know where to put it. So when you buy the Stamparatus, you have got a choice to buy some of this grid paper. It's fab. Oh, yeah, still didn't do it right. There we go. Okay, now I do have a feeling that there's going to be a little bit of bleeding on here. But we're going to go for it because I can always stamp with black stays on if this all goes to pot. And I've just remembered, I've never ordered it and I really must. The brown stays on. We've got the, is it called saddle colour? The brown stays on, which I think might be useful for this. Martina says, oh, something funny happened just now twice. All of a sudden this window with Ruth disappeared and I only saw the other open entrance, whereas Ruth's window was separate. And like, oh, did you? There's a button you can press sometimes, Martina, and it opens up a window. Yeah. Yes, you can buy this grid paper. Yeah. Yeah, and you don't even have to use it in the Stamparatus. Some people like a smaller piece of grid paper on their desk. They don't like the big one. So, wow, that stamps beautifully. There's hardly any bleeding on that at all. So I'd be very interested to know if whether or not Stampin' Up has put some sort of coating or something on this linen, because that is pretty darn good, as they say. Look at that. Look how detailed that is. I'm really impressed. Stampin' Up, you've done it again. Okay, so I'm wondering then, do we put a little bit of tree on this tree? So you've got two lots that you can do. You've got that one and that one, that one and that one, which I think you're meant to kind of do together if you want to. But I don't know whether just to, oh no, I don't like that. That's going to have to grow on me, that is. I don't like that. Yes, it does look like a canvas painting. It does, yes, because it is on canvas. yeah, I'm looking forward to experimenting with this paper because, I mean, if we can colour on it like I've just done with the blends and get such a great result, then this is a whole new ball game, guys. So I keep knocking my wire. I'm going to unplug because I don't think I need to have this plugged in right now. Ooh, there we go. I get a bit panicky, you know, when the the battery goes below a certain amount, like even 80. I'm like, oh, it would be pretty in a frame. Thank you, Joanna. Well, you can have a go and put it in a frame. Right, so I'm just inking up with the soft succulent. I always want to go call this soft sage, but it's soft succulent. Oh, Martina, that's a bit odd. There are special liquids or special papers or liquid you can soak fabric in so you can ink it. Ooh, that's interesting, Cheryl. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, I like that. Now, funny enough, now I've stamped that, I can see why you do need to have the other darker one on top. Because it looks, although it looks pretty, it does look a little bit odd because the branches are a little bit too dark. They look like they're in front of the leaves. Does that make sense? So you kind of do need this extra one to go on top. Oh, once again, Stampin' Up! Knew what they were doing. Okay, so I'm going to take my little window out. Oh, I'm going to have to lift this up a bit because otherwise I'll keep hitting my window, my door. Pop that back in, lift that up. And I'm going to have to, I don't know, I don't really want to go in with Evening Evergreen actually because it's the same colour as that. What if I went in with Mossy Meadow and then I'll use Mossy Meadow as one of the colours in the card. Shall we see what happens? Because it's nice and dark, Mossy Meadow, isn't it? But it is, as I said, a yellowy green, a yellower green than Evening Evergreen. So if you're wondering how to get your hands on these brand new products, if you're a demonstrator, you can order them now. So if you sign up with me this month, you can have access to there's a list of products that you can order early, and this is one of them. So you can order this product early. But if you are a customer, then the catalogues arrived today. So I hope to be sending them out in the next week so you can get your hands on them. That is cute. Oh, and I've just realised they've also included, look at this, a little stamp there to stamp a little bit of grounding, which I always tend to do, whether or not it has a grounding stamp or not, because otherwise it looks like your trees are kind of like floating. So there we go, just a little bit of grounding there. Okay. It's a great little tree. Do you think it has a nest on a branch? An egg in the nest. And the green grass grows around and around. The green grass grows all around. Now, I'm wondering if I peel back some of this, if I'm able to pull off. I want to pull off some of these threads. Ooh, sorry. It would help if I didn't knock the camera, wouldn't it? It's a happy little tree. On that tree, there was a branch. Oh, yes, it's not a happy little tree. I've realised what you mean, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Yes, no, it'd be a happy little tree if it had more trees. It'd need more, wouldn't it, to be a proper Bob Ross. We all love Bob Ross on this channel, don't we? Okay, I'm going to stop lifting that up and start making a card now, I think. I'm just going to pop my inks away. And clean up my stamp-a-rooney. I'm sounding like Barney now. I think it's because I just sang that Happy Little Tree song. I feel like I'm on a children's television show. Was it me, or did all the children in Barney look like they were on acid? Just asking, you know? Just asking. Anyway. Right, cardstock. Let's get some cardstock. So, which one? Nice bit of grey. I think a bit of contrast, guys. I know. Won't you say you love me too, Lorraine? That one, or... Oh, I'm just laughing at the Barney comments. That's quite nice, isn't it? I'm liking that. Just having the contrast. Okay, right. Come on, little trimmer, do your job. So I cut it at 7 centimetres, which is about 2 3/4 inches. So I'm going to cut this at 7.5 or 3 inches. That's you in the States. Now we tend to do our cards a little bit longer, but so you might want to do this a little bit shorter to fit your card ratios. So I'm going to cut this at 11. There we go, and then I'm going to cut the card base. You thought Barney looked like he was on acid. Oh, so smiling children, they just never stopped smiling, did they? Like, it was either that or they just plied them with sweets before they went on stage. I don't know. Oh, you know what this needs? I think I need to do a layer with embossing with some of that gorgeous embossing folder, the Subtles one. Because it's going. I don't want it to go, but it is. So if you like this linen look, there's a fabulous embossing folder. And it's called Subtle. And it's because it is really subtle. And you put your card in it, and when you roll it through, it just looks like canvas. It's just beautiful. Very, very classy. And just really understated. If you like understated card making, you'll love this. Oh, just dropped the piece of cardstock. Wasn't a good idea. Right, where are my plates? There they are. Right. Oh, I keep dropping my cardstock out of it. Oh dear. Third time lucky. Bev doesn't want it to go either. Just going to have a moment, aren't we, for the Subtles embossing folder. When we say it's going to go, sorry, let's just qualify this. For us as demonstrators, oh, it's not a, I nearly wrecked that. I was putting it through my speciality plate and it's not one of those. It's one that needs this one. Yeah, so anybody else, customers and demonstrators who just love using the product, of course you can carry on using it. The reason we're kind of a little bit sad is because us demonstrators who sell product, it doesn't make sense for us to use it, but it is very, very nice. Look at that. I don't know if you can see the detail on there. you see that? Yes, you can. This is one of my total go-to card layouts, okay? You have your focal point in the middle, have a little bit of a border, and then just have that in the middle. And I think for masculine cards in particular, you know, men don't want too much fuss, apparently. So I think keeping it simple is really great. Now, there are some really nice sentiments in this set. I mean, this would make a great sympathy card. It's very gentle. Just trying to find some offcuts of... No, is this Sahara Sand? Yes, it is. There we go. That'll do. Hi, Reet. Let's just do a... Should we do a thinking of you? That would be nice, wouldn't it? I'm just wondering, is there a new... Ah, there is. In this die set, there is a really nice kind of label. I feel that that's a bit too big, so I won't be using that one. Even though it's very, very sweet. Okay, right. Wow, great to see you all. 94 of you watching. Wow, thank you. And if you are new to my channel, please do say a hello. We love welcoming new folks to the Artful Stampin' world of Ruth. That's me. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Wales, in the UK, but I also sell products to France, Germany, Austria and the Netherlands. And also make friends with people from all over the world. I'm quite enjoy making friends with everybody. And yes, if you care to give me a thumbs up, that would be wonderful. It's your way of kind of basically sending me a nice little hug. I've just realised I think I stamped that wrong. I'm just going to do that again. I think I'm happier with that. The font is really classic as well. I like it. It's got a slight hint of the typewriter. That's too thick. Okay, let's go in again. Let's see if we can do this. Sometimes you can. If you're really... There we go. Oh, voila. Oh, take care, Karen. Lovely to see you. Right. I think a nice little classic fishtail for tonight. The classic fishtail. So the classic fishtail is where you just literally cut an arrow basically into your length of a card. Oops. Make sure you cut far enough. There we go. That's what I call the classic fishtail. Now we do have a punch that will punch that out for you. If you're a little bit fishtail phobic, have a fun time, Miss Bev. Spoil those grandchildren. Hi, Lisa. Well, I am using some new product. Can you spot the new product? Okay, that's probably not quite as straight as I wanted it to be. Let's see if we've got a second chance. Oh, we do. This time I'm going to aim for the length to be... I'm not really bothered about the top or the bottom, but I think the sides need to be straight. There we go. I'll just do a little bit of a sneaky trim across there. I think I'm allowed. Now, because it is adhesive, it is wanting to stick to my scissors a little bit. There we go. And this bottom bit, I'm wondering whether to deliberately fray this to make it a design feature. Yes, fraying is a design feature, everybody. Look, I'm just going to tug that a bit. Well, it makes it look like more handcrafted, doesn't it? Having a few little fray bits. Oh, there we go. There's a bit. Oh, there's another bit. Yay. Okay, so there we go. We're just making a design feature. Okay. Yes, it's not like... Yeah, I'll be interested to see what it's like tomorrow, if that will, you know, or if it starts to curl up. It's a new product, so this is good. We're testing it out and seeing what happens. Yes, it seems to stretch ever so slightly, but I guess it's like any fabric. Any fabric that has a loose weave will do that. 99 people watching. Yay! Oh, 101. Oh, hello everybody. Oh, what a great start to the week. Thank you for coming and joining me. Yes, it's the linen paper, Lisa. Yes. Okay, so let's see. I know this is a really simple layout, but like I said, it's such a classic, and when you're playing with new product, sometimes you want to just do something that will show off the design, to get to know it a little bit and what it's capable of. Right, I've chosen to glue that down. I don't know why. I just instinctually kind of went for the glue there. I'm just going to give that a little rub, just to soak in. There we go. Very, very simple, very classy. Okay, I do want to do more. I do want to do more tonight. So I want to cut this spare bit, and I want to do, I've got a feeling I really want to do a row of trees. I like the idea of perhaps doing a row. So I might use the Stamparatus again, because the Stamparatus has a fantastic feature where you can move the, what's the word, the door along at equal measures and kind of create this repeat pattern. So shall we try that? See if that will work. Yes, the linen paper is brand new to our new catalogue, and it's in the pre-order. Okay, so if I want this to go along, I'm going to have to use the top one. And I'm going to pop that in here, like so. And I guess if I want my middle tree to go there, I'm going to have to move this along though, because I want to be able to move that over in a second. Now if that goes... Oh well, I think I'll just try move it over once and see what happens. It'll be a clustered row of trees. Right, let's see. I might go for brown this time and use the evening evergreen for the foliage. The plate, thank you. Yeah, I've always struggled with what to call it. Plate is correct, isn't it? Sometimes I call it the window, sometimes I call it the door. No, you're right. I think it is plate. Okay, so let's get the... Oh, where's my little gadget I made? There we go. I forgot I made this. My little gadget. Now, the beauty of a Stamparatus is you always get second chances. I mean, I didn't need a second chance for that one. I just wanted a deeper colour. So, yes. Okay, now I'm going to lift the plate up and move it one notch. Okay, so that's why I had to take up the tree with it moved up. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to move back. See, it is worth going in there for a second stamp, isn't it? You do get that depth of colour. Okay, I'm going to move it over again. So we're going to do this third one. You alright?
Yes. A couple of them earlier today.
Oh, got a... Is that a moth? Oh, missed it. Oh! Did you find the fly spot?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get my my sticky stuff out again to catch the moth. Oh, no. Can you get it?
It's gone. It's hiding. Scared it.
Well, Tom had his vaccine yesterday. Bless him. So he had a little temperature last night. But he slept okay, but got up. He woke up about 5 o'clock in the morning and then couldn't get back to sleep. So got up and then came back to bed at 8 and then slept till 10:30. So he's doing all right. Okay, so I'm going to take that plate out. Bring back the other one. So I'm going to pop that over the top. I am liking this cute small tree. So I'm going to start again. So you can see how I've moved it over one notch. Yeah, and I've got mine on Wednesday. My letter came through. So okay, so this is now Soft Succulent, this gorgeous new green, which is very sagey looking, which, you know, if they'd called it Soft Sage, I would have completely gone, yep. And I don't feel like I need to re-ink that, or re-stamp that, so I'm just going to go straight in and do my second one. And then move it across. Just simple and gorgeous. How lovely is that? Okay, so I'm going to pop this in the other way round now. Put the next one over the top. Now this stage, I would say that if you wanted to do this freehand, you could actually stamp this freehand. Like once you've got your trees in kind of like equal distance, it actually doesn't, I don't think it matters that much if you don't do these exactly, because sometimes I find complete standardizing, I find that a little bit freaky, to be quite honest with you. I want a little bit of variation and variegation. Is that the right term? Yes. So hi Tashana. Lovely to see you. Oh, it's sunny in Central Florida. Good. Right, how lovely is that? So I've still got my little bit of earth down here. So again, I don't feel like I need to do that with this Stamparatus. I can kind of eyeball this myself. And also I want to just use up some of that ink and just do some other stamping around and about. I've got a little bit of a smudge there. I don't know how I did that. Yeah, no idea. Considering I was using a Stamparatus, I mean seriously, really. Okay, just pop this out of the way for a sec. And I'd like to use Friendship Refreshes the Soul. Friendships Refresh the Soul. I wonder why they went for Friendships Refresh the Soul rather than Friendship Refreshes the Soul. I guess it sits nicer there. But that's not perhaps, it doesn't trip off the tongue as easily. Okay, so this I'm going to use as a bit of sort of texture. I'm going to just do some repeat stamping like this. Oh, I can get rid of my boo-boo up there, can't I? Good way to hide a boo-boo. Oh yes, I could have a bird in the distance. That's a good idea. I do have some stamps with birds on. There are also some little, can you see those little splash dash things? I don't know what they're for. I guess you could put petals or flowers or something. You know what, let's do it. Let's use this as a bit of miniature spottage. Wendy, I had to approve that comment. I hope you realise how rude you're being. Pollen, yeah. Now you see, this is making me happy now because I didn't like it being so... I don't mind seeing 3 trees standing in a row. That's not what I'm saying. You know, in this part of the world, sometimes we have great, you know, lines of trees built to create a bit of a wind defence. But it's the idea of them all looking exactly the same that I struggle with. So being able to now go in here and add some additional stamping just to send it off kilter actually makes me really happy. Okay. Now I'm not sure if these words kind of have ruined it a little bit. Oh well. It's a winter tree. Yeah, maybe I should have done it a little bit lighter, or maybe done it in Sahara sand. Are they to be leaves? I think, Janine, they are whatever you want them to be, because there's like a bit of a splat and some little dotty things. So, okay. Right, let's see what this looks like against. I want to see what this is like against the darker card now. Oh, and I was thinking of running that through the embossing folder. Just oh no, I think I might score this way and cut that way. Hi Vicky. Oh, Glenna works on Monday well, she usually works on Monday evening, so she's usually not on until a bit later. Right, I'm thinking embossing folder again. Will this fit on my desk? Yep. Okay. Oh, see? Totally vintaged up now. The last thing I would do to vintage this up a little bit more is grab some crumb cake on a sponge or a brush and then just go around the edges. Very, very subtle. But it is vintagifying. Yes, they could be blooms. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing another one and stamping them and just using the little stamp as the leaves. Maybe do it more autumnal. You know, when the leaves have half fallen off, that kind of thing. This green is new, Shelley. Yes, this is Evening Evergreen. So it will be available for customers to purchase from... Oh, I had my new catalogue here a minute ago. The 4th of May. Oh, I should remember that, really. It's Star Wars Day, isn't it? May the 4th. There we go. Right, next one. This time, I think we're going to stamp freehand. And, ooh, let's use up some of this. I've got some Sahara sand here that needs using up. Okay, so I'm just having a think. Just managed to get some sticky tape on my block, which is not very helpful. Okay, let's try this then. So, oh, stay on. Probably should put a mat on under here. Just borrow the one from my stamp apparatus. Hi Glenna, we were just asking after you. Someone was asking after you. Okay, and then I'm going to do a stamped off one down here because I've got an idea for a lighter brown. I just like the idea of like having a pale design in the background and then having the sentiment in the dark, so you can read it. That's cute, isn't it? Okay, that's that idea sorted. Just wanted to try that one. It's very classy. So here I've got Soft Succulent, the new pale green. Well, pale to mid green, I would say this is. So let's stamp some. Oh, I've just remembered I was going to do this autumnal, wasn't I? Okay, I won't do too many then. I'm going to stamp off. Stamp off. Stamp off. Okay, right, let's get some other colour in here. I'm wondering whether to actually have a try at the papaya, the pale papaya, because this has got a sort of, it's got a peach vibe to it in terms of what the colour is. So therefore, because it's in that yellowy orangey family, then you may find it does take on a slight autumnal feel with it. Now just remember, I am stamping on Sahara sand, so therefore the colours are not going to be as true as they would be if they were. Oh my goodness, Glenna, you are going to love this stamp. Every card that Glenna has ever sent me has got the tiniest, weeniest little stamps on them, and this is so Glenna, I have to say. It's so magical looking. This would make a beautiful Christmas kind of set. Actually, I'm wondering whether to do a Christmas in July event or Christmas in August event and use it. Oh, should I get Bumblebee? Okay, so this is Bumblebee. How gorgeous is that? And of course we need a few on the floor. It would be the yellower ones, of course, because it's the orange and yellowy leaves, isn't it, that fall first. So we'll have those on the ground. And then we need our little greeny bit of ground, but I don't think I'm going to do that in the dark. I'll do that in the light. Have I chosen the right colour? Yes, I did. Maybe I should have done that stamped off, but never mind. Okay. Cute. So I haven't used this. I do find that "I believe in you" a little bit of an odd thing to say to somebody, because my sort of sense of humour is, well, if you're sending them a card, they obviously do exist. So you don't need to tell them that you believe in them. I know, I'm being sarky, okay? I know what it is trying to say. I get it. Okay, let's do a little hello in here. Very cute. I like it. I like it very much. You're going to add this to your gotta get list. Right, stick with me, guys. I'm going to make these cards up, and then I want to show you something about the new in colours and just about how perfect they are. So stick with me for just a little bit longer as we make this up. So I've already got a card base here. So I'm thinking that layered on there would look fabulous. Just going to see if I've got some spare bumblebee lying about the place. Do I? Oh, maybe not. Okay. Okay, what about double mounting? Okay, double mounting is a really great way to kind of add sophistication to a card. So it's just tone on tone. And also, if we run it through the embossing folder again, I think that would look really gorgeous. Hi, Miss Tammy. Let me just check the width of this. So that's 2.5 inches. Okay. Do 2.5 by 4.25. So if we go 4.5 there, like 2 3/4. Oh, that's my base. Might run that through the embossing folder actually, because I think that would look brilliant. Okay, really simple and gorgeous. And then, oh, I've got a piece here that needs to be cut correctly. So cut that down to 10.5. Oh, thank you, Tammy. That's nice of you. Hope you're okay. Okay, so that's my base. This is Evening Evergreen. And I want to cut this down. Not quite sure what I'm going to back it with just yet. I'm just looking to see what strips I'm left over. I have left over rather. Do that at 4 inches, I think. Okay, so I have a couple of pieces of this, and I'm wondering if I actually just cut. Cut a strip the length of the card and then put this through the Subtles embossing folder. It will just create a nice little extra bit of detail. So let's try that out. So what am I going to emboss? I think I'll emboss that and that and that. Let's see if I can do all of it. Take care, Shirley. Lovely to see you. I couldn't resist just doing this one little video with some of the new product. I'll try not to bombard you with too much new product just yet, guys, because there's still things I want to show you with the outgoing products, and my customers don't even have their catalogues yet, so I need to kind of focus on making sure I send out. I'm going to be making making cards with the new product to send out to all my customers. So if you would like a catalogue, if you haven't shopped with me and you would like to shop with me, then please email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com, and I'm quite happy to send a catalogue. If you've ordered with me in the last 6 months, you will automatically get a new catalogue. If you haven't ordered with me, then I'm afraid you'll have to request one again, because I don't mind sending them out to people, but if you don't tell me you really do want it, then I don't want to be sending it out to people who don't really want it, if that makes sense. So let me know. I appreciate that sometimes, you know, you might want to order, but life gets in the way. Ooh, I'm not sure which one I prefer. Hold on, where's my other little piece gone? Oh, there it is. Oh, Snowfront and My Meadow would look good on the new linen paper. Yes, you are right, Vicky. Actually, that was designed to go on there, wasn't it? So we'll stick with that one over there. And I think just that there. It's a very subtle bit of detail. And then I'm wondering whether to just do very, very little strip of colour by pulling, very gently pulling that through. Maybe even using the brush on it, because I feel like I need to vignette it a little bit more. And funny enough, I'm going for the blue, my blue one. Just tiny, tiny, tiny little bit around the edge. I'm barely sort of touching the edge because I don't want it to go too far in. So again, we're going for a very simple card layout. If you're brand new to card making, or if you're finding that your designs are getting so complicated you almost don't know where to start, then I would say pare it back, start simple, create simply, but with detail, because sometimes it can get all a bit overwhelming. Also, limit your products. Stick to a colour palette. Pull out 3 or 4 colours and just stick to it. Just use what's on your desk. Don't be pulling out lots and lots and lots of colours, because that can overwhelm sometimes. So I'm using my grid. Oh, I am using my grid paper. I am using my grid paper. I am using my grid paper to line up that diagonal, vertical piece. I'm going to stick. So this is very, very sort of. It's not single layer by any means, but it is one of those sort of ones that you could post very easily because it's slim. It hasn't got dimension, but it looks very dimensioned. It looks like it's got lots of depth. That's the word I want, because you've got that vignette kind of subtle shading around the edge. Okay, so let's assemble this one. Really super easy. I discovered Fancy Fold are very complicated, but when you send or give someone that you don't know how to open it, exactly, you almost need to send Fancy Folds to people who are card makers who can figure it out. Or you could just do like a little, sometimes I do arrows with my Fancy Folds. It's like, you stick A in A. Right, there we go, guys. So that's 4 cards made. What time are we on? Oh, just over an hour. Okay. So the first one took the longest because we used quite a bit of, well, we used a brand new product. So this is this fabulous linen paper. It comes 12 by 12. And I will tell you the price of it. Now, it's not available until the 4th of May for those of you who are not demonstrators. If you would like to get your hands on it sooner, then you can actually sign up, and it costs £99 and you get £130 of product. And you get to choose from the pre-order list, which you'll need to contact me for. And I'm just trying to find the special linen paper price. Sorry, bear with. It's on the speciality paper page. It's £5.50 and you get 12 by 12. But it's not the sort of stuff you're going to use a whole sheet in one go, to be honest. It's speciality. So there we go. There we go. And yes, it's, as we discovered, it's great with the alcohol pens. I did almost like a wash effect by blending Seaside Spray and some Pool Party, and that is what created that background. And here I use light Old Olive and light Mossy Meadow to create that kind of wash effect. And I've just realised there's a white line there. That's not quite right. Let's just do a little bit more to that. There we go. Colour that in a bit. There we go. And then we just did a simple kind of matting with a border, and then matted again onto the Sahara sand, which I ran through the Subtles embossing folder, and that created, and then put it on the card base, a Sahara sand card base. So then this one, we used the Stamparatus and stamped three trees, then stamped the leafage. Now I haven't even started to play with the bigger leafage, this one here. Not played with that at all yet. Saving that for another day. And so then I use the tiny little spottage dotage, which I've lost. It was on my desk a minute ago. That one there. And that just helped the trees not to look so symmetrical. Hi Kathy, nice to see you. And then we use some of the sentiments to just stamp in the background. Now if I was to do this again, I'd perhaps not stamp it with the soft succulent, because I think that's slightly dark. I might have done it with the Sahara sand to make it paler. I'm finding it's kind of getting in the way. The trees are meant to be the focal point, but I'm finding with the colour of the sentiments, my eyes are being drawn to the sides and I don't like it. But that's just me. I'm always my worst critic. But also I think it is good to evaluate and reevaluate your work, just to ask those questions. Why does it work? Why does it not work? And all that. So yes, it does react a bit like paint on fabric, Martina, because, well, I guess it does. It's fibrous, isn't it? So it is going to do that. Yeah. So, okay. So then the last two is just literally stamping with the Sahara. So that was stamped in Sahara sand, but that was stamped twice because we used the Stamparatus. We could do that. Now this one was stamped, and then I did a stamped off version over here. And so we've got stamped off version here so that I could stamp that lovely sentiment. And I like that. You truly inspire me. That's beautiful. And then just like a little hello on that one. And again, run it through the Subtles embossing folder because it's beautiful. I can't say how much I love it. It's so beautiful. And then just did that little accent there going down like that. Oh, I did want to use my grey ribbon. Oh, I have to save that for another day. It's quite thick, so it's quite domineering, so I couldn't just add it now. I'd have to actually really think about the design. But yeah, it's so beautiful. Okay, so what I wanted to say, so if you, yes, please let me know which was your favourite. Sorry, I'm getting a bit confused with my words. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so while you're letting me know what ones you liked, I just want to talk about the new in colours and what I realised about them and how fabulous they are. If you're starting out stamping and you're not sure what colours to get, the in colours sometimes are a good place to start, depending on what they're like in any given year. I need a drink, guys. Oh, down to my last sip. But this year, I feel that they are very good for beginner stampers because, let me just get the right ones. If you take any combination of 3 of any of these in colours, you will create beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. Number 2 is coming up quite a bit. This one, 1 and 3, if you had to pick. Okay, 4. 2 more. Thank you, guys. All are very nice. Thumbs up. Oh yes, thumbs up, please. Okay, so let's talk about the colours then. So we've got Evening Evergreen and say Soft Succulent. Okay, so you just took those 2 to start off with. If you wanted to put that with that, gorgeous, would work. Oh yes, yes, looks lovely. Okay, let's take those 2. So, yep, that would work. That would work. And we know the other combination works, no problem. So let's take that one. So that works. That works. And that works. Okay. And then let's do purple. The Fresh Fuchsia and the Purple Papaya. See, that works. That works. That works. What have I not done? I've not done that one and that one yet. So I know that one works. I know that one. Oh, that works. That works. There we go. They are gorgeous. And then, you know, you can experiment a little bit more by putting them with other things. So I'd love to see what Magenta Madness looks like with those 2. Fun. Greys and blues, I think, would look fab. Let's look at balmy blue. Just fab. And then, ooh, bit of So Saffron. Oh, gorgeous. I'm going to have so much fun with these. So much fun in the next few weeks. Playing with these new colours. It's probably like one of the most exciting times of the year for me. So, 4th of May. May the 4th be with you, Martina. And I've got your catalogue here ready to send you. So I just need to get round to sorting out all my April thank yous and also make some cards with the new colours. And yeah, and then I'll send those off to you guys. So yeah. So thank you, everybody. Lovely to see you. Quite a few of you on tonight. So if you're brand new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because I know about 25% of you aren't subscribed. I know these things. YouTube analytics helps me. So if you want to be able to find me again, please do also have a look at the other videos that I have. They're pretty varied, and I hope you find some inspiration in them. So lovely to see you, and take care for now, guys. See you later.